All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, June 11, 2025, and we are about to jump into these charts. Just had 8:30 news. I'm hearing that Trump just spoke, so we got some spikes in the markets. Hope you guys didn't get stopped out or anything, but not too many opportunities. But we do got two possibles in place, so we'll go through all of the charts and point those two out. As always, like, comment, subscribe, guys. If you have any questions, just drop it in the comments and we will get to it. All right. So let me share my screen here with everybody. All right. Sweet. All right, cool. So starting from the top, just kind of like yesterday, guys. The first three, the indices, NAS 100, US 30, S&P, kind of looking the same, just as yesterday. We don't really want to be touching this. This needs to go ahead and top out, guys. If you look at what I have set here, this is NAS 100's AT8, so all-time high, right? We definitely don't want to be trying to buy into this. You want this, as I mentioned yesterday, to go ahead and top out, give us some type of structure, break, retest, and drop. You want to be taking this move, right? Market baseline will end up going below the static, and that's it. We'll be taking it to the 200 as the target. That will not happen for a minute. So today, this is a pass along with these other two. Same thing, right? We just had this huge spike on US 30, as you can see. This is kind of topping out too, right? We got this kind of funny little thing here. Same thing. We want to break below, retest, and then go short. We'll be grabbing this move, the level 2 move, right? Same as the other one. 5,200, we've been crossed, right? We're looking for that M off the 200 going short. Market baseline will go below the static, back above for reload, and that's the move we're looking to take. Before that, I want to leave this one alone, right? It's already too high. Same thing with S&P. Once again, same exact thing, guys. These three have been trading in unison for the most part. Probably get something like this, right? M top, right? Break below, retest, and then drop, right? 5,200 will cross, same exact thing. We're looking for that M structure off the 200 going short. Market baseline will go below the static, back above for the reload, and we are taking this level 2 move short. All right, that'll take a second to happen as well. So those three are a pass. All right, next up is gold. Gold is the one we are looking to take, guys. This is the closest one to really be setting up. It was actually super close, and then we had this huge spike, literally, I want to say 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, with news, came all the way back down and closed all the way down here, right? So we're looking for this to, in essence, just make some type of move, whether do this and drop. And we want to take the move here. Obviously, your stop needs to go above that wick, right? Target is the 800. As you can see, it's just a 1-for-1 because of this wick. If you want it to be risky, which I wouldn't suggest, and put this above the blue tracer here, which is yesterday's high, that can get you a little bit more. But in my opinion, it's not smart to risk that because they could easily just come up here, wick this, and then drop down. And you've been stopped out, and you could have avoided that. So leave that alone, right? Suggesting it to just put it above the wick, right? And some of you guys like, oh, but it's only a 1-for-1. 1-for-1 is fine with this setup, right? We got the 5,200 cross. The next move is the M off the 200. Market baseline is just now going above the static, giving us that reload. The last thing we're missing is this 4-hour confirmation. On this 4-hour chart in the next 46 minutes, we would really want to see price close below the 13 to take this. If it does, this trade will be ready to go. All right. So set your alerts. I got my alert set at this price, which is 33.26.17. Right. So take a look at that. Make sure you're monitoring it. This might be the play of the day and the trade of the week, right? So don't let this get away from you. All right, moving on to silver. Silver is actually attempting to set up for the master trade, guys. I'm really, really liking the way this is starting. We just now getting our 1350 cross, so this is level 1. We want to see a move like this happen. M top, run, not touch the 200 EMA, come back, retest this area, drop towards the 200. We're going to take this move right here. Simultaneously, market baseline will just go below the static. There's no reload with this move. You'll just see the RSI line and signal line come up and drop at the same time price does, right? This is the level 1 master trade. This is the highest probability trade on the chart. Now, this isn't going to happen today. Maybe not even tomorrow. This might happen Friday, but just be mindful of silver. This is getting close to setting up. Moving along, crude oil. We're not touching this one. If you were looking for something, you would be looking. We got this 5200 cross. You'll be looking for some type of W off the 200 going back long. Market baseline going below the static, back above for the reload. Right. That will not happen today, so it is a pass. Bitcoin, same thing. We got a nice fresh 5200 cross. So we'll be looking for a price to come down, make that W off the 200 going back long. Right, market baseline simultaneously will go below the static for the reload, back above. Right, stops we go here, entries here, target is all the way at the ADR high. This will take a second to happen as well, but that is the next move in the cycle, so watch out for that. Next up is the peso. This thing is continuously dropping. Below 19 now. It kind of sucks. We don't actively trade this one, so moving on. All right, getting to the Forex pairs. So Euro USD, as you can see, we were mentioning this yesterday, was kind of funky. We had this double cross thing, right? I wouldn't want to take this trade because it's really high already, but that would have been more or less the move. But you want to stay away from that. Yeah, we got this 5200 cross back here, which was the very first one, right? And then we had this funky bounce move, right? So yeah, this was really nothing. So nothing on that one. EJ is really high, like really high. So this needs to do the same thing. Give us this M top, break, retest, and then drop towards the 200. We could take this move, right? Market baseline will just go below the static. There's no reload on this trade. RSI line and the signal line will just come up and drop at the same time as this move, right? This is not happening yet, so this is a pass. Euro CAD is ugly. I'm just going to leave this one alone altogether. Reason being this is ugly. If you look at this, it's just caught in this little range thing here. So don't want to be trying to mess with that. It's ugly. So leave that one alone. Euro NZD. Yeah, Euro NZD looks a bit funky too. If anything, we want this to turn back around. Right? We got this funky kind of move. We can take this bounce going towards the 800. These might cross. And if they do, in that case, you'll be looking for the W off the 200. Market baseline will go back below the static for the reload. You want to take that move. Back long. Don't try to short this. That is not happening just yet. So this is a pass. Euro GBP. We talked about Euro GBP yesterday. They kind of ran with news, didn't give us, well, no, there was no news. I'm sorry. It just ran without any opportunity to get in. We had the 5200 cross. We had this funky move here and the second one here. It just boom, popped up. So this huge one candle was mentioned yesterday. Didn't give you any opportunity to get in. So this was a pass yesterday and is a pass today. Euro AUD, pretty simple. Reason being, we got this fresh 5200 cross. There's no reload, as you can see. Market baseline has not gone back above the static since it happened. So we're looking for that M off the 200 going back low. Market baseline is now above the static, which is good for the reload, right? Stops to be above here. Entries below the 50. TP's down here. This won't happen today. So this is a pass for today. Next up is GU. GU is already marked up from yesterday, as you can see. All right, we're looking for something like this. All right, it's literally the same thing from yesterday, guys. Got the 1350 cross. The level 1 move is dead. Now we have the 5200 cross. All right, so we're looking for that M off the 200. Nice and simple. Obviously, entry here, stops above here. TP is 800. Nice, almost 1 for 2. Risking $1 to make $1.83. Not bad at all, right? This is that level 2 move. We'd be taking this move here, right? This is not happening today, so this is a pass. Next up is GJ. Same exact thing, as you can see. I guess I left these on here from yesterday. But yeah, same exact thing. All right, we need this. I'm gonna just delete this whole thing. Obviously, we're looking for that W structure off of this 200, right? Something like this going back long. All right, market baseline will go below the static, back above for the reload. This is not happening today, so this is a pass. GA is really easy to see. We got a first 5200 cross. Price has not went back above to touch the 200, nor has the market baseline went above the static for the reload. So we're looking for market baseline to go above, price to come up here, make this nice M structure off both the 800 and the 200. Once you get a close below, entries here, stops above here, TP can be this ADR low. This is not happening just yet, so this is a pass for today. GBP CAD. GBP CAD was just like Euro GBP. It burnt a lot of people and then ran without letting you get in, right? This one huge candle, we talked about this yesterday, right? Did not give you an opportunity to get in. So this was a pass yesterday and is a pass today. GBP NZD, what we got over here? GBP NZD is not that easy to see, but we got the 5200 cross back here, and price has not actually touched the 200. This little wick thing does not count, so we're actually waiting for price to come up, touch this 200, give us that move, and then back short. Simultaneously, market baseline going above the static for the reload. Stops above here. Entry, TP here. Right, so that would be the move. That'll take a second to happen. So that is a pass for now. Next up, we have GBP CHF, which is pretty easy to see. We got this fresh 5200 cross. Market baseline is below the static and needs to come back above for the reload. And as you can see, it's really close to the 800. So you got to be careful with that. You would theoretically want price to close below it, right? Like more of a move like this, right? So make sure you watch now for that move. Don't take this trade if it doesn't close below the 800. You want it to be below. This is a nice risking $1 to make $2.23. So not bad at all. but this is not happening just as of yet. So this is a pass for today. USD CAD is really, really, really low. So leave this one alone. We will be looking more for a move for this to make some type of W structure low, come back above, right? Break and break, retest, and then run up. We'll take this move. This will probably be a level 2 move, so more than likely a W off the 200, because this 50 and this 200 more than likely cross. In that case, you would need market baseline to go below the static, back above for the reload. But that's the move you would want to take. It's already super low, so don't try to short this any more than what it is. Next up is USD CHF. USD CHF is interesting. This is actually the second M, so you don't want to be trying to take this. Head, shoulders, head, right? We have the market baseline reload, outside the band, inside. This is the pattern off the 200. So this is not, right? You want to pass on that. If you take this, this is a riskier trade because it's the second pattern off the 200 in level 2, right? So for us, this is a pass. Be careful if you do take this. This is not the first M, it's the second M. Next up is USD JPY. This one is really easy to see for the simple fact that we have a fresh 5200 cross. I want to see this W pattern off the 200 and the 800, right? You want price to close above the 800 as well. Market baseline going below the static, back above for the reload, right? That move will look something like this, right? That is not happening just yet, so that is a pass. AUD CAD. A lot of people getting burnt on this move right now. This actually wouldn't be bad for longs, guys. Like, the only thing is you see the market baseline is just now getting to the static. So we can get some more downward pressure and kind of actually get a real reload. We already got outside the band for this leg here. Maybe we can get something like this and then run back up. This wouldn't be a bad trade, right? In fact, I will just make a note here just to say, check this out so I can see what this looks like when it does get to this price point. Right, so not a bad trade. Right, it is missing the 4-hour confirmation, I believe. Let's see. Actually, it's not. So price actually already is above the 13. We're not looking at this open candle. We're looking at the previous closed candle, which is above the 13. So it does have the 4-hour confirmation. So not too bad, actually. Again, just wait maybe a little bit more. We need more of a reload on here. Because if you see prices, market baseline is just now getting to it. So we want to see more like this. Simultaneously, we got outside the band here. Let's get it inside the band and then go up. That will make that nice. Other than that, just leave that alone for now. Next up is NZD USD. This looks like the same move, actually. Let's see. No, actually, it's not, though. This one already has the W structure, right? And actually, it's not even the first M. This looks a little funky. Reason being is we got this cross over here, and we got another one over here. This one doesn't count, though, because the market baseline is above the static. This one's like right on it, so yeah, this looks a little funky. Either way, this move already happened over here, right? This W pattern off of the 200 over there. So this is nothing. This needs to peak out, right? Give us some structure like this, break, retest, and then catch the move short towards the 800. That's the better move. So today, this is a pass. Next up is NZDCAD. This kind of looks like AUD CAD, but yeah, we got kind of the same structure over here, right? That one kind of went up. This doesn't count because market baseline is above the static. This is actually the second M. Sorry, the second W. So leave that one alone. This one looks just like AUD CAD. AUD CAD is much better trade than the NZD CAD. So even if this did run up a little bit, close, just leave it alone. The better move is on AUD CAD. Even though this was slightly below the static, it's the second W. So just be mindful of that. Next up is NF. NF looks pretty funky. I'm gonna leave this one on altogether. This one been real funky. I think I said that yesterday. Leave this one alone altogether. This one is kind of questionable. We got this 5200 cross. We do got a little W structure here, but market baseline kind of just went there. So not the best. So yeah, this is really nothing. I wouldn't even want to take this W over here. It's just kind of funky looking. So yeah, leave that one alone altogether. That's a no trade for us. This one's easy to see. AF, 5200 cross here. Looking for W's off the 200 going long. Market baseline's already pointing down. Need to come back up for the reload. And obviously, you're looking for the move that looks like this. All right. Actually, you can target the ADR high. Nice 2-for-1 on this one. This is not happening just yet, so this is a pass. Euro CHF. This one looks a little funky. I'm gonna leave this one alone. CAD yen. We talked about this one yesterday too. This one looked like EJ the other day, but this is pretty high already. I just want to let this top on out. Come back, do some break retest. But this is a little short, so we'll see what this looks like when it actually happens. But for now, this is a pass. FJ looks the exact same actually. We already had our 5200 cross. We already had our W pattern right into level 3. So this needs to top out basically. Some kind of break retest and then short. Maybe this will look a little bit better, maybe not. But either way, the move is better on the short side than the long side. So leave that one alone for now. CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss, I believe, is the second closest one outside of gold. Reason being, we have the 5200 cross here. We have our little W structure off the 200, right, that we actually mentioned yesterday. So it kind of went up a little bit, then took us out at break even. The next move would be the bounce off the 50, right? So if this was to close back up here, this would be decent. However, this is pretty far down now. This will need to come back up here pretty quickly. So not looking the best as of right now, but this is the second closest one as far as cycle, right? After the 5200 cross, looking for the move off the 200, which is this W with the reload. And then you're looking for the bounce off the 50, which didn't really happen. All right. So just be careful with this one if this does come back up here, because this is kind of low at this point. So just be mindful of that. AUD, NZD, do not want to touch this one. It's two Asia pairs. So I'm trying to leave this one alone. And then we got to go so far back just to even see this bad boy. Yeah, this move is actually better to the upside in Asia, right? We got this kind of move here. He wants to do some type of bounce and then go this way, right? This is pretty ugly though, to say the least. But if there was an Asia move to happen, it would look something like this. Some type of W off the 200. going long. Be careful with this because this distance is pretty short. Market baseline going below the static for the reload. This might not even give you a 1-for-1. So be careful with it. Oh, actually it does, but almost 1-for-2. So anyway, this would be the move, something more like this. Just be careful with it. This is a pass for now. AJ. Yeah, AJ's kind of funky looking, but we got this 5,200 cross. If anything, we would want to see price come back down, make the W structure off the 200 back long. Market baseline is already pointing down. We need to reload. Stops, entries there, stops there. TP could be up here. This will take a second to happen. So that's a pass. And last but not least is NJ. NJ has already made his W and needs to top out. Right, so looking for some type of move like this. Maybe break, retest, and then drop. Just be careful though, because this would be the next bounce area. And market baseline will go below the static. Right, if this 5,200 does cross, you'll be looking for the M off the 200, then towards the 800. Right, market baseline will go back above the static for the reload. Not the prettiest. This will definitely take some time to happen anyway. I'm sure we'll cover it before this move even happens. All right, so that is pretty much it. CAD Swiss and gold are pretty much the closest one, mainly gold. So yeah, guys, this will be it. We got the reload coming up. Market baseline's above the static at this point. Just want to see what this gives us. They got 24 minutes to get below this 13, which it might not do. And you can't take it if it does that. You would need to wait for the next 4-hour candle to close to take it, which is possible. It could happen later in the day. At 1, I want to say. But yeah, that is it, guys. Other than that, be safe out there. As always, the links are in the description. Check them out. The Patreon, Discord, all that good stuff. Website, of course. All the links are there. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, drop a comment for us and we will get to it. Other than that, you guys take care and we will see you on the next one.